Hey beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a little video to share with you all about some tips that I have for setting up a sanctuary or setting up a sacred space. It's so beautiful to have just a nice zone, I suppose, for you to come back into and to feel at home in, and to feel loved in and cradled and nurtured and cherished. For me, this is my room. My room has always been a very sacred space for me, but just increasingly recently I've actually been a lot more conscious in regards to setting up my space. So this is just going to be a couple of things that I like to do to make my space a lot more conscious, to keep me motivated. Just little reminders for me to choose love. So the first tip that I have to share with you all is the creation of an altar. And this doesn't have to be anything hectic. It's just got to be items that you find sacred or special to you, and you set them up basically on a flat surface anywhere in your room, and this space is your altar space. So if you want to have moments of silence, or if you want to reflect, or if you just want somewhere really beautiful that you can just, put your intentions into, then this is your spot. So just, for example, on my altar, I always keep my barn owl feather and my ibis feather, and my butterflies are always on my altar as well. And I change it every now and again as well, bringing in new fresh energy. You can also create altars with like crystals, so you can do like a different crystal grid each day. That's also a really beautiful way to create a sacred space. So the second beautiful tip that I have for you for creating sanctuary is using aromatherapy. So I've been using aromatherapy for a couple of months now, and I freaking love it. So I use a diffuser personally, and the diffuser is probably my favorite means of doing aromatherapy. So I put in a heap of different essential oils really, but the main ones that I like to use, the Beloved blend of the raw essential oil. You can get a lot of different mists that smell really beautiful, and you can put them all in your sacred space. So I like to use the Happy Place blend by Raw. So I mostly use this actually in my yoga space. So when I am setting up time for the sacred, I like to spray this just all over the mat. And it's really good when you're doing like downward dog and stuff, because you just like get a big whiff of like this beautiful smelling mist. It's really uplifting. So it has like lavender, geranium, chamomile, mandarin. So what I like the most about the Raw aromatherapy range is that they've got these like pre-made blends, and each different blend has like a different mood. And I also really like that all the aromatherapy products are actually all made with natural ingredients. So yeah, that's always a good thing. And this is a little sponsored segment by Raw, but of course all opinions and words are always my own. Just having those beautiful smells like in your sacred space, especially at a time when you're so sensitive to your surroundings, is so vital. And like, yeah, I just love it. Next little tip that I have is putting intention cards down in your space. And I just stick these like in my room to remember to, for example, I've got some that say like anything is possible, remember manifest, all dreams are reality. I've also got underneath my crystal grid, I update this probably like every week, and I just write some little intentions for some things that I want to bring into the week. Then I also have a little intention card that is underneath where I put my wallet that just says I am abundant, money flows through me, and it just reminds me to be a bit more conscious. Leading on from that, I also like to put quotes around my room, so if anything really resonates with me from like a book that I've had, I'll take the quote out. And the next tip that I have is to have a space for everything. Now, I've only kind of recently gotten into the organized spiel of things. I used to be quite chaotic in my space. Nowadays, I'm really noticing how much more beautiful a space can be if you are consciously kind of placing everything, or you have a spot for everything, and you always put it away like after the end of the day. You genuinely take care and time to clean your space and put everything away each day. I know it's a little more on the tedious side of things, but it's so severely underrated. The thing that I have that I struggle with is that I don't have a good capacity for a mental to-do list. For now, I just make these like really beautiful little to-do lists, and I decorate them with bees and colors and stuff that makes me feel really happy, so I get less stressed out about all the work that I've got to do. Yeah, and then the last tip that I have and implement to cleanse your space. I like to use these little cleansing ones that I actually make myself out of eucalyptus, rosemary, basil, bay leaves. The Palo Santo you see on here as well is really old. I don't buy Palo Santo anymore because it is an endangered species. But if you guys, I honestly think the best way to do it is by making your own cleansing wands, but you can also get like European sage, or you can just like burn lavender. So I hope you've all enjoyed the video, and that perhaps I've given you some inspiration into how to make your space more loving and open, and yeah, just a place for you to thrive in and a sanctuary for you to live in. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day, and let me know any suggestions for any videos you want to see in the future as well. See you later.